Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D, the Motivational Queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I Am Enough talk show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.IamEnough365.com.
Go through with PTSD also, I'm ex-military, but I learned how to turn it into microphone techniques. So I'm gonna freestyle and then I'm gonna tell y'all a little something, because Wanda D told me to freestyle. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Hard with the drums. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I come from the boogie down, south side of town. MCs like me, we come incredible. See, I've been spending so much time in my head. Grab the microphone. Did you hear what I just said? I got skills, rocking on the mic. I pay bills all the time. Rapping on the beat with the rhyme. I'm coming off the top of my mind. I do this all the time. This is how I rhyme. I am enough.
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 I am enough. Times right now totally rough. Every time I'm dealing with this stuff, I grab the microphone and I don't bluff. And when I hold the microphone, I'm like the bluff. Sit back and watch the crowd rock. I grab the microphone non-stop. Blast the microphone is, I got a bonus to grab this mic and do just what I like. Too much hesitation, I had to take a turn. Sit back, relax, so I can unwind. Messing with my mind. Now I gotta come out here and show this one time that I could unwind. Say a little stuff that was on my mind. And this is how we do. Are y'all with me? I'm with you too. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Come on, times are tough and you know it's rough, but say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I'm from the Bronx, baby. Alright.
In the 8C.
Say, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Okay, y'all know that song just get me every doggone time. Okay, that's why I play it. I play it for you and I play it for me. So welcome, 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 welcome. This is the I Am Enough talk show where your dreams matter. We are day eight. Let me see. I put up 8 fingers. 8. We are day 8 of our Black History Month celebration. I am so excited to be here. I just want to thank you for joining. And if you are watching from YouTube, I want you to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you'll know every time we come on in. And also, if you are on Facebook, please like and share, invite, tag somebody to this video. I am your host, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach, helping you get it done. So today, we're going to continue our Black Month celebration, our Black History celebration. And I decided to do this. So I just wanted to bring you some amazing people that I believe that are doing some amazing things in our Black community and hear their story, hear a little bit about why they do what they do, and what Black history means to them, and just some of the key points, because I believe that we should celebrate life every day. And you should celebrate who you are every day. So me, I'm just a little black girl from Detroit, Michigan, just out here in the world trying to make the world a better place. And I like to surround myself with other people that's doing great and positive things. So when I reached out to this brother, he's in a space, saying we're in the same space in media broadcasting, and he's just a beautiful, beautiful spirit. I had the opportunity to meet him for the first time at the Black I Am Awards. I met him in person. I had conversations with him on Facebook, like we do. We build relationships on Facebook. I have been graced to been on his platform. He comes on early in the morning, which I'm up. I'm an early bird, so I often catch his shows, and he's a very, very powerful, powerful individual. He does a lot of great things in our community and on these sound waves, bringing always interesting topics. And I be wanting to call him sometimes, like, what made you decide to talk about that? But, he always surprises me with the topics that he comes up, but it's always, always a refreshing, just sound to my ears. And I just love him for doing that. So let me first, though, before I do that, let me first acknowledge some people that have shown up today. Thank you, Yvette, for showing up and always showing out. Yvette is always here spreading the word. Thank you so much. And thank you for those of you that did not tell me where you're tuning in from, but I see you tuning in. So as you come in, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to hashtag wake up winning, hashtag I am enough. And please, please, please invite and like and share this information as it goes out to you. Now, you heard me often say that, I believe in celebrating Black history 365 days a year. And I made a very, very deliberate effort in doing that. A couple years ago, I was graced to be able to work, or I should say homeschool, my grandson. And I really, really dived into it then, because it was like, wow, I'm at an advantage here. Now I can control the narrative of what my grandson learns every day, throughout the day. And we made a point to always teach him about somebody in history, as well as he studied the Black African pledge. He knows that by heart now, and just some other things that we dove in as he was also learning his regular studies mandated by the state. But also, as a parent, as a grandparent, I have an opportunity to share with him things about our culture, and that's what I love about this time, and I love about my life living in general. Is about what can I do to make a difference. So today I am bringing you Raheen. Um, I'm gonna mess up his last name, so I'm gonna leave that alone. He just broke down the spelling, but every time I look at it, I get confused. I'm gonna let him tell you what it is, okay? But anyway, he's the founder of DKM Media Group and Associate. He's also a writer. He's an author. He's a director, and he's also in the space of radio and television as a personality. He's also a mentor, and he's a father, and he is based out of Atlanta. So without further ado, let me bring this beautiful brother to the stage.
I'm
Yay! The crowd goes wild.
I'm looking around trying to figure out who she's talking about. Who is this fella she's talking about? I'm trying to figure out who is this guy? Who is this
Well,
guy you talking about?
you know who I'm talking about. You know what? I'm not. I'll be wanting to say it, but I think I'm gonna mess it up.
Aj,
Correct. Ajume.
Ajume. Yes, perfect,
See
perfect,
there. See
perfect,
now,
perfect.
when you start it, I can finish it. That's called tag team. You
Exactly,
start it,
exactly.
and I can
hmm
finish.
Absolutely,
Ajume. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Wanda.
So
Thank you, thank you for having me, sister. Thank you, I appreciate
you're welcome. You know what? It was a concerted effort, because I know, like what we talked about before we started, being
it.
on the other side, I know, it's like you have to get readjusted,
Yes.
but but
hmm
we also have to honor people that are on the other side of bringing the information. And that's why it was important and imperative that and I'm glad you said yes to this time together, because I know how busy you are.
Now,
Um
who in the world can say no to the how you say that thing? The motivational. Wee. Who can say no? Who can say no? Come on, now, don't even do me like that. Mm-hmm.
It's true though, cause I know, you being a family man, you're a mentor. That takes up a lot of time. You have children, grandchildren, lovely wife. I had the pleasure of meeting as well. So it's a lot of stuff on your plate, and then you're doing this morning, your morning show, every morning, and that's a big commitment. Every
Yeah.
morning. You didn't say once a week, you say
Yeah.
every morning. So
Exactly.
I'm gonna get out of your way and let you tell the people a little bit more about yourself, and then we're gonna indulge in the conversation.
Well, I'm just a little country boy. I'm a little country boy out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Been blessed to be here. I have a beautiful wife. We've been married for 24 years. Um, four daughters, four grandkids, two boys and two little girls. And I'm just me, man. I'm God's child, and I'm letting God use me and do whatever it is that He wants to do with me. And so I'm nothing. People get upset when I say this, but nothing real special about me, man. I'm just following my father's lead.
I love that. I love that. Following your father's lead. And you know what? And the thing about it is when we all just do our part, we
Yes.
make a big impact.
Mm-hmm.
We make a very, very big impact. And so, I have been having these conversations all, since the first about,
Mm-hmm.
Black History Month and what it means to you. And I get, it's so beautiful. I can't wait to go back and just hear everybody's different talk,
Mm-hmm.
because it means so much to
Yes.
represent who we are, as a people. And then I was talking to the young lady yesterday, Tatiana Don, and she was talking about how during this time she made a special effort to go
Mm-hmm.
check on her seniors.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the pandemic hit, and she said, my seniors, they're in the house, they're afraid to come out, they
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't come out, it's cold, plus she lives in Michigan, so it's 7 degrees today.
Ooh,
Um,
Lord, yes.
I know,
Woo.
right?
Mhm,
So, but she was just sharing with us how, she was going to the food banks, collecting all of the food for them to pass out, and
mhm.
how she broke the shocks in her car as a
Wow.
result. And that was
Mhm,
like the commitment to working hard, because
mhm.
you
Exactly.
don't break the shocks in your car,
There's some
just
weight in that car.
it's some weight in
There's
that
some weight.
car.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
so I guess my first question to you then would be, what does Black History Month mean to you?
Wow. It means a lot, but it also means that we have a lot to do. We have a as a people, I think we still have a long ways to go. The road is there. The road has been cut out, but now we have to pave it. We have to pave it so the next generation that's coming behind us would have a smoother path to go down. If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So when you say cut out, what do you mean exactly? How would you depict being cut out?
I would use in one of these instances, certainly Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He did a lot. Um, Cicely Tyson, she just passed. She did a lot to pave the road, and everybody have their own lanes in which they did different things to make it easier for all of us as a whole. Harriet Tubman, the power that this young lady had, she went back several times to reach back to her people to make sure that they were in a better place. Did she have to do it? Absolutely not. But and the way that she did it, a lot of people don't know that she was not a medical person. She was not a doctor or nurse, but she would, when kids was amongst them, she would know just how much medication, how much sleeping medication to give that baby while they're traveling, so that baby would not be harmed on the other side, but also would sleep throughout the whole journey that they're going. Because if something were to happen along that journey, and the baby started crying, um a giveaway, if you would, lack of a better term. That's an absolute giveaway. And to have that knowledge, and I don't know how much schooling she had, but to have that knowledge to know how much of that to do. Our people are so amazing.
Mhm.
Our people
Mhm.
are so amazing, and the things that there's so much that are of us that unfortunately is laying in the grave that was not handed down. But that does not take away from our greatness. Um,
Mhm.
you asked about Black History Month. I wish it could be something Black History Year, where we can, because there's so much that we have done before even coming here to this thing called America. There's so much that we have done as a people, that you cannot just take 1 month, the shortest month of the year, and place everything that we've done in that time and give it all the time and the attention that it really needs. There's no way.
Absolutely.
Possible.
Absolutely. And that's why, that's why this is what I called our kickoff to the year.
Mm-hmm.
See, I kick off the year in Black History Month. Like
Yeah.
my birthday is in May, so my I don't celebrate the new year like traditionally
Mm-hmm.
how people celebrate the new year. I celebrate it from one birthday to the other, because I'm free, so I could do life the way I want to do
Mm-hmm.
it. So where it comes to celebrating Black History, month,
Mm-hmm.
this is our designated month. However, I agree with you, we celebrating it all year. And I like
Yeah.
the fact that, Tom Joyner, he's one of my other good close people in
Mm-hmm.
media. And he started that trend of, a Black history fact every
Yes.
single day,
Mm-hmm.
like educating us, like staying connected to the Black colleges and stuff like that, just doing certain things to always let people know that we have value, and especially,
Mm-hmm.
we get knocked down a lot, especially our Black men,
Yes.
so it's not a problem for me. I could have filled up the platform 28 days with Black women, but I
Mm-hmm.
immediately, I look for finding our Black men that are positive, that are powerful,
Mm-hmm.
so I definitely agree with you in that. And so to just take your question into a little more depth of, or I should say your response of paving the road, that the
Mm-hmm.
road has been kind of cut out and it's up to us to start paving it. What then would you want to see happen as we continue to pave the road?
Reach out more. There's so much there's so much there that we can actually give to the younger generation. There's so many things that we have learned, and like I said, there's a lot of knowledge of our people that's actually laying in the grave, but there's still a lot that's walking around. And I don't think I a lot of time, far too often, I see people and they go in different stores and different places and they see the young guys. Let's talk about the young guys for a second, and they're carrying on in a way that we would not do when we were younger, because somebody would have came up and checked us. You from the D, they didn't play that. You're gonna respect your elders,
Oh
and
yeah.
and to see the young again, the young boys walking around with their pants hanging down to the back of their knees and different things like that, and a lot of the adults that come in contact with them is almost like they're afraid to go up and address and it's all in the way you do it. If you do things, I think if you do things respectfully, if you're doing it in a respectful manner, they will receive it. And you can't go up to a boy, pull your pants up. You look, no, go, hey, young man, come here, let me speak to you for a second. And
Mhm.
I do it all the time. Hey, young man, come here, let me speak to you for a second, man. Do you know how powerful you are? Do you
Mhm.
know do you know how powerful you are? And that question alone kind of shakes him and put him in a place where, now I don't have to get defensive. This man has
Right.
called me powerful. Now
Mhm.
let me explain to you why I say you're powerful, and why are you allowing this whole situation to suck your power out of you and to suffocate your power, because
Mhm.
you're falling into something that you don't need to be a part of. Understand,
Absolutely.
understand who you are. You are a powerful. You are a king. You are a ruler, and you can be that. But display yourself as that, as such. Display yourself as such, and don't let anybody take that away from you, man.
Mhm. Mhm.
And after you do that, just, man, pull your pants up, brother. Pull your pants up.
Mhm.
Do you need
Yeah.
to? Do you need me to buy you a belt? Do you need a belt?
Because you don't know what people need. See, a lot of times, and Shani D said that it's the approach is everything. Hey,
Yeah.
shout out to Shani D, film producer in the house, and shout out to Sabrina Watkins West over there in the top of the mountain, Georgia mountain.
Hmm.
She's in insurance, so if you all need some insurance, please reach out to her. So you said something very key, and that is in our approach of how we
Hmm.
speak it to our young people, because I know, back in the day, it was like kids, we were taught kids need to be seen and not heard,
Mm-hmm.
but we've moved past that. We're not at that time. That's not the generation that we're in. And I think kids need to be understood, and the
Yes.
only way to understand is to have conversation. So
Mm-hmm.
we as old heads, we have to develop a dialogue that they
Yes.
can relate
Absolutely.
to. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like people say, like, what is your niche? Like, my niche isn't the youth. I'm not into that because I don't listen to the latest hip hop music. So,
Mm-hmm.
you have to find a way to bridge the understanding of meeting
Yes.
them where they are. So I like the
Mm-hmm.
fact that you say, like, pull them away from their friends to where it's not
Mm-hmm.
embarrassing. Maybe talk to
Yes.
them one on one so then they don't have to feel so guarded.
Yes.
They don't have to have all their mask on. They could
Mm-hmm.
take off their mask and say, well, you know what? Let me listen to him. And
Mm-hmm.
then the fact that you point out their greatness,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and that's what I think we have to really, really, when it comes to, use your words, when it comes to continuing to pave the road, we have
Mm-hmm.
to always know how important it is for us to pull each other up,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
then the correction.
Mm-hmm. I say this all the time that these young people, they don't care how much you know. They want to know how much you care. And
Absolutely.
once they realize that you do care and they make a difference in your life and you want to make a difference in theirs, they'll run through a brick wall for you.
Absolutely.
They'll run right through that brick wall and won't hesitate and ask you, is there any more walls? Because now
Absolutely.
they know you care.
Absolutely.
To go up to them and try to talk down to them and belittle them, you're not going to get anything. As a matter of fact, you might find that violent person that you was afraid of to go up to in the beginning, because now you ignited something, you stirred something up in them that didn't have to happen. Just go up to them in a respectful manner. You want to be respected, so why would you not respect them?
Absolutely. And and then too, I know that you do mentoring. So is there any particular group that you mentor to on a regular basis?
I just do it in the streets. I go like
Okay.
I just go out and when I see something, when I see like if I go to the store or wherever I am, if I'm at an event or something like that, and I see somebody, okay,
Yes.
but see, and a real good friend of mine, Minister Neil, he always say that you have to know your assignment and you have to
Mhm.
really be led. Would I recommend just walking up to just anybody and just talking to anybody if that's not your assignment? No, because
Mhm.
it can be dangerous. It can be a situation that you can find yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. And so if you feel that it's your assignment and God has placed it in your heart to go say something to this young man, even this young lady, a lot of time when we're dealing with young ladies, I point them to my wife. I
Mhm.
point them to my wife. Hey, baby, how do you feel about going talking to this young lady right here? Because what she's doing right now is not right.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
And it's so I love that your assignment, what you're led to do, because we all have an assignment,
Mhm.
and when we understand that, when you hear your assignment
Mhm.
being talked and taught to
Mhm.
you, that you have to take action,
Yes. Yes.
you know, because having an assignment without the activity of the assignment, like I
Mhm.
always say, you can't move a movement with no movement.
Come on.
You
Come on.
can't
Come on.
get a
You
movement with
preaching now.
no
You preaching
movement,
now.
you know. So you got to get out here and
Mhm.
do it. And I
Mhm.
think that as we understand that, if this is the month, and this is just my perspective, if this is the month that is designated, see, I take it as a special gift,
Mhm.
because I don't know any other months that they said this is Black History Month.
Yes.
Now you
Yes.
can beat it up. You can say, "Oh, it's not
Mhm.
long enough. It's short as a month. This,
Mhm.
that, and the
Mhm.
third." But it's a reason for that, because it was to honor Lincoln's birthday,
Yes.
and somebody else's birthday. I can't think of who that other person is, um, during this month.
Mhm.
And the fact that, okay, so if this is our month, then we should be really, really doing more. We should
Mhm.
really be really conscious of the things that come out of our mouth. Who's on my left? Who's on my right? Who should I
Mhm.
be speaking to? So I want you to just think back in time. What would you say was your most influential experience as it relates to Black history?
I'm gonna answer that question like this. I think it is tomorrow.
Mm,
I think it's tomorrow because things that I've already done, they're done already. And
I
so
love it.
if we get to a point or a place where we just ride on the things that we've done in the past, we're not going to do anything in the future.
I
We're going to be
love it.
happy and so content with what we've already done that the assignment that we were speaking of just now could come tomorrow. And if I'm riding on
Mm-hmm.
what I did yesterday, then I'm going to miss that assignment. And so,
Mm-hmm.
an influential thing that I've ever done, it happens tomorrow.
That happens tomorrow. Shawnee D say deep. Yes, deep. I love that. I love that. And also, Yvette says if you see something, then you say something to that person. Sabrina gave you a hand clap.
Hmm.
Um, um, what what are some of the kind of shows, and I was alluding to that when I was introducing you. What are some of the shows that you have coming up, and why do you, because I know you have a really conscious understanding of why you do the things that you do. So just let the people know about some of your shows that you have coming up.
Well, we do the morning glow every day, Monday through Friday, from 7 o'clock until 10, right here on our DKM Media Group and Associates. That's a show. We started that show about 6 years ago, and with the idea and the mindset, if sometime you have to shake them up to wake them up. And
Mm-hmm.
some of the topics that we talk about, I've had pastors to tell me that they'll never come on my show on the morning glow. Um, for several reasons. But it's amazing because one of them actually asked me, why do you talk about those things on the morning glow? Why do you talk about that stuff? Because and I asked him the question. I said, well, Pastor, do you talk about it in your church? And he said, no. I said, well, when you're physically sick, you go to the hospital. But when you're spiritually sick, you have something that's going on. You should should be able to go to the church and get the healing.
Mm-hmm.
I said, now, Pastor, if you're not going to give them that healing, I said, you send them over to us. We'll do whatever we can do, what God leads us to do to heal him or her, and then we'll send them back to you healed, so you can continue your tithes, get your tithes and your offerings.
Mm. I love that. Shake them up to wake them up.
Yeah.
Shake them up to wake them up. And
Mhm.
so, in closing,
Oh, it's over
I'm
already. Oh my God.
you know what? It comes down really fast, really quick. But you know what?
Hmm.
We can have this conversation anytime, anytime. Continue it because, like you said, we are paving the road, and the road continues to be paved.
Hmm.
You
Exactly.
know, so
Can I
we
say something?
had
Can I,
absolutely.
okay.
I
I'm
had
also
enough.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I also want to talk about real men being men. Actually, that's a show we've been doing for 12 years. It's where men come together, and we have men. We broadcast in 58 countries, so we have men from all over the globe, and we have a conversation every Tuesday evening from 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock p.m. And so it's a show for men. We get together, we talk about things from a man's perspective, and it's real good. I really enjoy it, and I hope that some of your listening audience will tune in and enjoy it as well.
I know that they're going to be following you after today if they aren't already following you. Um, and I've checked out Real Men's show. Y'all be cutting up
Hmm.
on that show as well.
Yeah.
So,
We have fun. Mhm.
that's a great show. Here on the platform, Wake Up Winning platform, and on the I Am Enough platform, we always want to be helping people win. So I just want to say, in the spirit of Black history, how are you helping people win?
One of the things that come to my mind when you ask that question is giving them a voice, giving them a voice, or not necessarily giving them a voice, but giving them a platform where they can utilize their voice. On the television or the radio side, we like to make sure that we put things out there that is positive in the community, that's hopefully going to help someone and lift them up, the giver as well as the receiver.
Hmm. I love that, giving them a voice. And you all can find the show on Facebook, right?
Hmm.
And they can just go to your page. You can look up his page. Is there a Facebook page for DKM Media
Yeah,
Group?
it's
Okay.
Radio DKM 1.1, or they can actually go to our website. They can go. Everything is broadcast on our website as well, which is DKMMediagroup.com. DKMMediagroup.com. They can go there, and
Okay.
a lot of the content is there. The YouTube page, and a lot of different platforms that we use.
DKM.
Uh, uh,
Um,
me, DKM Media Group.
Okay, .com.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Shani D, do me a favor and just put that in the in the post. Put it in the messages for me. DKMmediagroup.com. And you all can connect with him and send him a message or anything. So but hold on before I let you go, I want them also. Okay, thank you, Sabrina. Sabrina posted it.
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina posted that for me. So you all can grab that information right there and connect with him and keep going, keep the conversation going. Reach out to him if you want to possibly get on the show or do anything with him in that space. He's definitely a person to get to know better, to get to know
Thank
better.
you.
So so
Sabrina, that's
King
Sabrina.
hmm?
That's my wife's name. She spelled hers with an E though. So yeah, that's hey Sabrina.
Yeah, that's my good friend Sabrina. We started out in the real estate business together, and so now she's in the insurance business. So, so King, I just want to thank you for joining us today, and thank you for always being such a positive, inspirational light to the world. Because you definitely, just like you provide a platform for people to use their voice, you're also sharing your voice with the world. So I really, really want you to know how much I really appreciate that and I respect that. And peace, love, and light to you as always.
To God be the glory. Thank you very much, sister. I appreciate you.
God be the
And
glory.
thank you.
Don't go anywhere. I am gonna move you over, but don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to put a one down in the comments if this was very inspiring to you. You know, if this hit the mark on day one, I want you to put a one down in the comment. And I also want you to get out and please share this on your page. Facebook isn't allowing us to do live Facebook parties anymore, or I should say watch parties anymore. So, you know, you just have to catch it where you catch it. So I'll be replaying this, or I should say I'll be dropping our YouTube link in here so you can follow it as well. But I also want you to make sure that you connect with our brother Raheen, because he is doing some amazing things in our community. And I want to bring you all the great positive people in the world that's doing as many wonderful things as I can think of. So thank you for those ones. Thank you for those ones. Thank you so much. And I also want to mention before I leave out that we're having an event on next Sunday at the I Am Enough talk show, Who's Coming to Dinner celebration. We're celebrating love and we're continue to celebrate our Black history. We are going to Chef Antonio L. Smith will be cooking for you live. And if you come to our event, you can enjoy as much of this yummy goodness as he's going to put out here. A 4-course meal. It's going to be drinks, cocktails, wine tasting, you know, you name it. We're going to have giveaways. You might win a dinner for two. You might win, you know, a promo on the show. You just never know what you're going to win, but you have to reserve your spot because we are honoring our social distancing rules and guidelines. The cost of this event is only $40. This is for everything that you'll partake in, you know, and you don't have to come along, you know, bring a friend, tell a friend, you know, bring a spouse, bring a significant other, bring somebody you got a crush on. It doesn't matter, but we do have limited space available for you. So if you're interested, you want more details, you can contact me directly, or you can just follow the information that's scrolling below. And secondly, we are having an event on March the 5th and 6th. It's our Unleashing the Power. This is sponsored by WWCA, that stands for Women's World Conference Awards. This is a global event, but we are kicking off this event in Atlanta. This is the Atlanta chapter's conference. And on day one of this event, there's conference, there's workshops. And on day two, which is the 6th of March, we're going to have an expo. So if you are someone with a product or service and you want to be exposed to a wider audience, please contact me or somebody from our team. You can reach out to our president chapter, Lakeisha James, or you can just send me a quick little text message and I'll point you in the right direction. So this is really important, especially if you want to get in front of new people. We're going to allow you stage presence, product, product demos, however you want to do it. It's going to be really fun for you to get your product out to the masses. And thirdly, our book. We have our book that's out now, Wake Up Winning No Matter What, Volume 2. You can look down below and you can see wakeupwinningvolume2.com. You can go check out all of the co-authors that are involved. You can see which one you want to purchase a book by. Even your girl, yours truly, is selling her book as well. So books are $20 and you can just connect with us that way as well. We'll get you a copy of your book out. And for all of you that pre-order, thank you so much. And your books are definitely on the way if you haven't received it yet. Thank you so much for your pre-orders. So, in closing, I want you just to continue to be great. Okay, that's the name of the game. Continue to be great. This is day 8 of Black History Month. We are celebrating this entire month. Every day at noon, I will be bringing to you someone amazing, and I want you to make sure that you connect with them. I want you to remember why you're here. Everyone has the right to be here. If not, we wouldn't be here. Now, it's all about finding what you're supposed to do and just do it and live out loud. Okay, so I love you, love you, love you. Yeah, I love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Peace and bye for now. But I'm going to go grab MC Class because I want him to take us on out of here. Okay? Okay.
Go through with PTSD also, I'm ex-military, but I learned how to turn it into microphone techniques. So I'm gonna freestyle and then I'm gonna tell y'all a little something, because Wanda D told me to freestyle. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Hard with the drums. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I come from the boogie down, south side of town. MCs like me, we come incredible. See, I've been spending so much time in my head. Grab the microphone, did you hear what I just said? I got skills, rocking on the mic, I pay bills all the time. Rapping on the beat with the rhyme. I'm coming off the top of my mind. I do this all the time. This is how I rhyme. I am enough.
I am enough.
Sing it, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Times right now totally rough. Every time I'm dealing with this stuff, I grab the microphone and I don't bluff. And when I hold the microphone, I'm like the bluff. Sit back and watch the crowd rock. I grab the microphone non-stop. Blast the microphone is, I got a bonus to grab this mic and do just what I like. Too much hesitation, I had to take the time. Sit back, relax so I can unwind. Messing with my mind. Now I gotta come out here and show this one time that I could unwind. Say a little stuff that was on my mind. And this is how we do. Are y'all with me? I'm with you too. Say I am enough.
I am enough.
Say I am enough.
I am enough.
Come on, times are tough and you know it's rough, but say I am enough.
I am enough.
Say I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. I am enough. I'm from the Bronx, baby. Alright.
In the 8